hands and knees. Yes, that's dead easy, isn't it? We're all comfortable with that move. Hands, spread the fingers, middle finger in line with the centre of your shoulder. And bring the shoulder right over the hand. So you've got a powerful base to work harder. No hand weights this week. Curl the toes, lift one knee. Curl the toes on the other side, lift the other knee. Hold that powerful plank. Now bring the knees down and push your bum back. So we're going to use your body weight, not hand weights. Shoulders over hands. Curl the toes, lift the knee one at a time. Good, strong posture, and press back. Pilates is always interested in technique. And the technique here, the alignment here, is unsurprisingly not very different from every other time. Ear, shoulder, hip. So what you'll notice as you get tired is you'll start to drop your head, and sometimes you'll see people hollow their shoulder blades and they'll drop their lower back. That is a scary look, isn't it? So fill up your shoulders and lift your hips so you're in a strong diagonal line. Give me two more with perfect technique and strong arms, strong shoulders, and use your legs. Take a moment, restore balance in your spine and your wrists. Let me demonstrate the next level. Hands and knees. Lift the front knee and cross it over the back knee. Lift the front knee and land. Lift the back knee. Cross it over the front knee. Lift the knee and land and push back. Inhale, climb up. Lift the leg. Cross it over. Lift the leg. Land the foot. So it looks, I trust, relatively straightforward, and hopefully it is. We want Pilates to feel inclusive. But if you layer in observations about your body and really use your deep abdominal to hold your body as still as you can, it adds in this bigger dimension. So your arms stay strong, your shoulders stay full, and your head stays upright. Give me one more. You tighten your tummy and minimalize the movement in your pelvis and lower back. Obviously there's some, but it's not over dramatic. So if I show you the next level, lift the knees one at a time, lift one leg, cross it over, bring the foot to the floor, lift the other leg, cross it over. I'm working to minimalize the movement in my pelvis. Okay, so obviously the legs cross, but I'm not kind of swishing all over the place. You with me? Let's do three more. Hands and knees, lift the knees, cross. Wow, powerful move. Full body, tummy, back, arms, shoulders, legs. So you saw how we progressed the move. 2 to finish. Inhale, climb up. Exhale, push the heels away. Take your time. Lift, breathe out, cross, lift, lower. Other side, lift, cross, and lower. One last one. Power move, and then we'll go into some back exercises, strengthening your back. So release the wrists, lie down on your tummy so your towel is underneath your forehead, and take your hands out in front. You want your fingers to make a little bridge so that the ball of the hand or the palm of the hand is lifted. So I'll show you. Relax your feet. Relax your knees, tighten your tummy, and take your hands forward so that your fingers are resting on the floor, like that. And then lift one arm and lower. That's as easy as it is. Keep your head on the towel and lift one arm. So I say it's easy. If you spend a lot of time sitting over a desk, lifting your arm off the floor is tough. That upper back area can get very, very tight. So this is a mobility move to try and release the tension across your shoulder blades. When I add in both arms and lower, it's a strength move. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. So I'm encouraging you to keep your head on the towel as you lift and lower. Now, level 3, arms and chest. So not only are you working your upper back, you're also working all the way down your back. Breathe out to lift, inhale, lower. 2 more, lift. 1 more, now recover. What's your best recovery move? Hands under forehead, squeeze your glutes, release. Squeeze your bum, release. Now squeeze your bum and lift one straight leg and lower. Squeeze your bum, lift the other leg. Alternate leg lifts. And make the work come from, or originate from, your strong gluteal muscles, your strong bum muscles. Turn your hip into the floor and connect with the floor. So this is the same thing as the plank. You don't want to overly twist through the back. Not for this exercise. Others, yes. Let's try it with both legs. Both legs. So the work is really powerful in what I would call the posterior chain. The posterior kinetic chain of your body. You want that to be really strong. Good. Couple more. Help to protect you through your daily life. So release. What does a release look like for you? Heels to bum. Pose of a child. Good. Find that recovery. So I'm going to land my feet and release my knees. I'm going to go through those exercises again. Head on the mat, lift one arm. Lift the other arm. Keep your hips on the floor as you lift and lower one arm. Fingertips, connect with the floor. Breathe. Good work, everyone. Now both arms together, 5 of those. Lift, breathe, 3 more. Lift, lift. Now arms and chest, 5 of those. Breathe out. 1. Breathe out. 2. 3. 4. Rest the upper body, single leg lift. 1 and the other side. 2, good, keep the hip on the floor. We're localizing the work into the glutes. Lift and lower, well done. Both legs. Squeeze the bum, 5. Squeeze the bum, 4. 3, 2, 1. So take a moment to recover and we'll combine those 2 moves and then we'll move on. So the 2 combined moves, hands in front, raise one or both arms, make your choice, raise your chest, maybe, and if you feel strong, squeeze your bum and raise your legs. The posterior chain, the whole kinetic chain, and rest. Single or double arms. Maybe your chest, maybe both legs. You make your choices. This is the hardest level, release. Single or double arm. Chest and legs. Squeeze your bum, hold, release. Arms. Only you will be able to really understand if this is a good option for you. We've broken it down, we've gone through the levels. I'm aware that this is powerful. We're working the whole back of the body. So let's rest. I'm going to lift my leg and bring it over and then lower. It's a release. Lift and sweep. Bring your hands to a position that feel comfortable for you, maybe out to the side. Lift and go over. Again, only you will be able to notice how this feels. Is your lower back happy with this? Can you go further with this? Do you want to bend your knee? That might make it a little easier. One more on each side. And as always, you'll notice your body opening more and more the more you do. And then we'll lie on our back. We'll work on the anterior, the front of the body, the kinetic chain that runs up the front of the body. So I'm coming into the pose of a child. I'm going to have some sneaky water and then lie on your back so that we can work on the front of your body. Hands on knees. Massage your back, towel underneath your head to support your neck curve. Both hands on one shin and send your leg away from you. Oh, love that stretch. Hug the knee, send the other leg away. Good, so we've worked the back of the body. Now we're working the front. Muscles work in what we call antagonistic pairs. So if you think about your bicep, your tricep helps to maintain the full function of your arm. So your chest muscles work with your back muscles. So we've worked the hamstrings, now we're working the quads. The tightness in the hips are now being released. Good. So this is where we point our toes. This is where we stretch through the front of the knee. This is where we stretch the quad and the hip flexor so that we open up our body. Obviously, I'm going to make it harder. That's my name. Adele makes it harder, Stickland. Hands behind your head. That's all you need to do. Taking your hands behind your head, elbows on the floor, opens your chest, open-hearted, and it forces your deep abdominal to work harder. Does it? No. Because what will happen if you have weak abdominals is your back will arch and do the job. So it doesn't force the body to do the work. We need to think about it. Pull the tummy in and support your lower back. Strong abdominals will take the pressure off back pain. Good, so please be aware of it. You decide how low the leg goes. This is deep abdominal work at the moment. Next level, raise the head, bring the shoulders towards the knee, and now we're working what's called the superficial muscle, the global muscle at the front of the body, the six-pack. Raising your head works the six-pack. So get your breathing in line with your movement. Exhale and lower. I'm just noticing the picturesque, I'm going to call them doves in the background, but we know they're wood pigeons. Not quite as exotic. Lift and lower, but do make a lovely, lovely noise. Lift and lower. Has that taken you off, your mind off what's going on in your tummy? Two more. Lift and lower. Other side. One more. I'm going to push through. Please take a rest if you need. Here's where I'm going to go next. Extend the leg and bring the opposite shoulder to knee and lower the head. Extend the other leg, shoulder to knee. So if we were in a live class, if I had eyes on you, I know, well obviously I do, but I would see people starting to give up. I don't want you to do that. Come back when you can, or take it down a level. The body is much happier with constant, slow movement. Rhythmical, slow movement. Movement is health. So keep moving. Stretching the legs are absolutely fine. Go back to that first level. And give me 4 more, whichever level you're on. And the other side. 3 more. Other side. Powerful, strong. Remember where we started with that stretch in the leg. Keep that going, that stretch in the quad, in the hip. Good. We've worked every single abdominal muscle. Good work. So bring your feet to the floor. Take your arms above you, bring your toes to the floor and let your knees float side to side. The other thing that I notice is when we start to get tight in our shoulders, when we lose the mobility in our upper back, it becomes increasingly difficult for people to put their hands on the floor. So if you're like that, that's okay. Bend the elbows. Make it so that it works for you. Maybe even bring your hands to the side. So I've noticed clients with shoulder issues are more comfortable there. That's okay, that's good. Adapt. Now take the feet wider so that the knee starts to find contact with the heel on the other foot. Lovely stretch, rotation. And it's so multifaceted, this stretch. All sorts of different areas are being stretched. Quads and hips, back, chest, shoulders, all of it. If you're comfortable, let the knees rest on one side. The front foot, the heel, lay it on the bottom knee. Let your own body weight explore this stretch. What do you experience? Hip, abdominal, little bit of waist, maybe IT band, chest. So explore the stretch. See if we can get both shoulder blades on the floor. And then let the foot release. Tighten the tummy and lift the knees. So let's get into the habit of doing that. Slowly roll over to the other side. Rest there for a moment. Then lift the heel and place it on the other knee. Good, and just be with that stretch. Open through the body. And then you let go. You hold the stretch, but you let go in the stretch. So you soften in the stretch. That's a better way of expressing it. Good. There's nowhere else you need to be. Just give yourself this moment. Well done. And bring your foot to the floor. There's nothing more healing and more restorative after a strong workout to just take a few moments. Bring your hands to your knees and go back to the circle. This is what I mean by constant movement. It can be as gentle as this. But think about what you're doing for your lymph nodes. There's no pump for your lymph glands around your body, only movement. So if you move gently, like this, circle, you're giving the body the ability to move those lymphs round, move them and help them to help you, your immunity. And go round the other side. That's it. Healing. A little physical therapy. A little bit of self-love, self-compassion, a little bit of oxytocin. Well done. Now it's up to you. You can turn onto your right side to sit up. That's a safe way to get up to a seated position. Or you can bring your hands underneath your knees and just put a little pressure through your spine as you rock. I love that low back feeling. And then eventually hold. Feet on the floor or feet off the floor. Just for a little bit of drama, straighten the legs. Yay! Now bring your feet down and find a comfortable seated position as you just notice how you feel. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. That calming feeling, just let it sink into every cell. So notice how you feel on every level, a physical level, an intellectual level. Notice the thoughts, emotionally, and your connection to your spirituality. Maybe it's that feeling of connection to an outside space, your higher self, a divinity, whatever works for you, but just spend a moment breathing in and feeling connected. And then breathe in, lift your arms. I feel truly connected to you. Thank you so much for spending this time.